This is going to be a quick, sweet, and dirty episode. Panther people, what up? Let's talk about playoffs, baby. We're talking playoffs. Panthers need to win 2 games. That's it. 2 games. Can they do it? Panthers post of Phil Perkins. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm still in my living room. Yes, my Christmas tree is still up. It'll be up until January 1st or 2nd. So you might also hear my mom talking and my son talking. Because it's still a madhouse here at Panthers Post Place. Yay! Holidays have been safe and fun and drunk, and then a little sober period, then drunk again, and then get ready for New Year's Eve. And then the next day, the best day, January 1st, Sunday, the Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa, Florida, a place they haven't won since 2017, which was the last time the Panthers were in the playoffs. They need to get over this roadblock that is the GOAT, Tom Brady. They need to beat his ass in Tampa and then beat who's the Ginger Rifles butt in New Orleans on the last week of the season. Do I think the Carolina Panthers can do this? Yes. On Sunday, using the formula that they have constructed over the last couple of weeks, they know what they got to do. They got to run the damn ball. They destroyed a franchise record in terms of total yards and rushing yards in a single game. 240 yards in the first half, 320 yards total in a game. Ridiculous. If they just continue that and have Sam Darnold just do not the most. He does not need to do the most. He needs to do what he's been doing throughout this, the winning ways the last couple of games. I think it's like 4 out of the last 6 games they've won. Steve Wilkes already equaling the total that Matt Rule has ever had during his time as the head coach of Carolina Panthers. So run the damn ball. You got a formidable backfield. Chuba Hubbard, Dante Foreman, and Raheem Blackshear, who's come out of nowhere. He's almost a lock to score a touchdown every single game. And then you just got to get Sam Darnold to just don't surpass 25 passing attempts. Just have him do what he has to do when the open receiver is there, because you got a stack box trying to deal with this vicious rushing attack. And we're already seeing rookies or second-year guys playing to their hopeful potential. Terrace Marshall kind of solidifying himself as a, lowercase WR2. DJ Moore still number 1, still a threat. He's going to get open in this game because guys can be so keened in on the run. And so I feel like if you just let Darnold manage the game. I know it doesn't sound like it sounds like I'm reinventing the wheel a little bit. I'm not. Run the damn ball. Have Sam throw the ball no more than 25 times. Make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. He has no turnovers any of the games so far. We all know it's in there. He's in for a 4-interception game. We know that can happen, so let's make sure that doesn't happen so he's not, trying to force the ball. We don't need him to try to win the game. Control the clock, run the ball. That's it. This defense is debilitated. This entire Tampa Bay Buccaneers team is just not what everyone thought they were going to be with Tom Brady. You already got guys trying to make You already got guys trying to make excuses. Byron Leftwich could be a casualty in the offseason. If I'm Steve Wilkes and I see Byron Leftwich getting fired from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I pick his ass up immediately, link him up with a rookie quarterback like Anthony Richardson late in the first round, because you're going to be picking 19th overall if you make it to the playoffs or win the division. Defense has been on fire. No team has allowed more sacks on their quarterback than Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now with 19. And I think guys like Brian Burns and Marquise Hayes getting hot. Frankie Louvu really coming into his own as one of the leaders on the team. Derek Brown should have been a Pro Bowler. Shout out to Brian Burns yet again for making his 2nd straight Pro Bowl. But that defensive line is ferocious. And, did I forget the fact that they signed Josh Norman? I'm sorry. The 6th God coming in from Toronto. The 6th God, Josh Norman, bringing the 2015 vibes of the Carolina Panthers. Thieves have already gotten videos of him on the jugs machine ready to pick off Tom Brady, a guy who he knows very well during his time with the 2015 Carolina Panthers. Yeah? You want to go on this? Okay, and he also knows Julio Jones, also rocking number 6, 6-on-6 violence on Sunday, New Year's Eve. His New Year's resolution is to shut him down. No touchdowns for him. He is one of those bigger corners. I'm sure Scott Fitterer had a prospect out there right now in college, the size and strength of Josh Norman and the quirkiness of Josh Norman. He would have picked his ass up. So I'm glad he's here. I'm hoping he's not just here to sell tickets and jerseys, because we all know it's a business. But I hope that he actually turns out he doesn't have to play that much. Steve Wilkes says he picked up the defense quite quickly. So I think he's going to make a contribution or two. He's going to make a big play, game on the line type situation. I could see Josh Norman coming in, and then everyone's going to think Scott Fitterer is the GM god. So yes, shouts to that, bringing those 2015 vibes. I'm not really one to live in the past, really. But if he can contribute right now in 2022, bunch of ticket to the postseason, I'm all for it. I am all for it. I think the Panthers are going to beat the Buccaneers handily to start. I think they're going to win 27-20. I only say it's 27-20 because I think the Buccaneers are going to have some late game points to make it seem closer than it actually was. So I think the Panthers are going to win. It sucks for the draft guys who want CJ, who I think could eventually fall. I honestly do think that, depending on how he does in the bowl season. But I think Panthers going to win 27-20. Late touchdown by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Trying to make it look closer than it actually is, but the Panthers win this one. Head to New Orleans the last week of the regular season in another must-win game that I think that they have the leader in Steve Wilks at hand to guide them to the promised land. That is the wild card game that is going to be in Charlotte. And tickets aren't that bad. I know some people might want to, sit in the 100s at the 50-yard line. I'm cool anywhere. There's no bad seat. I literally sat at Lumen Field at the very top of the stadium. You could look outside of the stadium. I was that high up. Highest seats I saw in Charlotte was around $200 US for one. If anyone want to hook up your boy, I'm all here for it. I'll do a game day video. But anyways, Panthers going to win 27-20. Happy New Year if I don't see you guys. You're going to get a reaction video on January 1st, but leading into New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, Happy New Year, champagne, all that stuff. Do whatever you got to do. See you guys January 1st for a reaction video.
Bye-bye.